What's up, everybody? Hey guys, Ross Almond here of Ninja Playground, and I want to answer the question, how do you fade an object in Playmaker? I'm not a programmer, so we'll be using actions only today, and hopefully we'll keep this as simple as possible. Alright, one caveat though, I only know how to fade an object if it has alpha. A solid object with no alpha, it does not seem to work the same way, but hopefully this at least will give you a stepping stone as to how to figure that one out. So good luck to you on that one, but at least here we can fade objects that have alpha. So let's create an object, plane. I guess I better center this. Rotate this and make it so we can see it pretty nice. We'll want to throw a texture on here, or a material, and you'll recognize this panda as a World of Warcraft panda. And as we look at this object, we can tell that the material does have alpha in it, which we can pull up. We can see that it has alpha. And the material itself also needs to be set to cutout, fade, or transparent. If it's opaque, like I said earlier, the same effect does not work, and I do not know how to do it in this fashion. So at least I can get you so far. So what we want to do is we want to create a state, and we can call this first state visible. Makes sense. And we'll have another state called fade away. And then we'll add transition. So we're just going to have it stay visible for a second and then disappear. The actions we want are to manipulate the color alpha channel. So we're going to look for set material color. And there's a few things we need to do. We need to set the material to whatever the material is on the object. For me, it's panda. This color actually represents the slot in the material itself. So underscore color is actually referencing this default slot here. And then for the color, we need to set a variable, which we can actually just create from this section here. So we'll just call it set color. Then under the variables, we'll see that it is all set. The name is correct and the color is set under type. And then we want the initial color to be full brightness with full alpha, so we have everything totally visible. And then we'll never have to set this again. Once it's set there, it is good to go. So for this first state, this is all that's needed. And we can copy this state, and we'll paste it into the fadeaway state. So what's going to happen is it's going to start up, it's going to set the material color to be fully visible, and then it's going to immediately start to fade away. So for the fadeaway state, we can use exactly the same material color, because we need to set this here as well, because we're going to animate this. And to animate it, we want to interpolate the color, which we can see right here, color interpolate. And you can put as many colors in as you want. You can fade it from full brightness to pink to purple to whatever. We'll just keep it simple, so we'll just do 2. Yeah, 3. Why not? So we want to set the first color to full brightness so everything looks fine. Let's have it fade away with a little bit of purple. And then lower the opacity a little bit, the alpha. Then we want it to be fully dark and totally gone. So we're going to lower the alpha all the way down to 0. And let's just set it to 3 seconds. And we can, we might as well store this color to set color as well. Why not? And that is all we need to do. So this should grab the color alpha and then animate that alpha. Which it does. Again, if we want to go the other direction, have it fade in, we can do the same thing. Let's just add a weight here. And then we'll do the same thing again. We'll have it set its material color once again, which it should remain totally faded away at this point. And then once it's done, I'll have it reappear. So we can have the cycle continue. So we set the color. Oops, I have to recopy. Hopefully this will work. We have to have finish the event so it continues on afterwards. After it waits, it finishes, and then it continues on. Then we need to animate this color again. So we want to do the set interpolate, or color interpolate, I'm sorry. This time it's backwards. We want to animate it from no alpha to maybe fade in with, say, green this time. A little bit alpha, and then to full brightness. And I'll just do it in the same amount of time, 3 seconds, and we can have it store that same color again. Alright, so we did everything forward, and then we're now doing it backwards. Let's see if it works. Oh. And again, if we're going to animate the color, we have to make sure to set this flag to be every frame. So it fades away. We let it wait for a few seconds, and then it should fade back in. And it'll fade away, and the cycle will continue. So that is a really quick and easy way to fade objects that have transparency, so like buttons, probably any kind of like trees and grass and that sort of thing if we need to fade out a scene or fade in geometry in that way. Again, I will look into the fading of solid objects, and if I figure that one out, I'll do another tutorial. Alright, thanks guys. Good luck.